Good morning, world, and welcome your faces to a new dawn and a new day. Where the sun is shining, the sky is blue-ish.
And if we put a weather report on screen now, oh my goodness me, we're in for a treat.
Or actually,
we could potentially be in for a trick or treat because this is the week that we're supposed to be starting planting all the pumpkin seeds for our pumpkin patch that hopefully we're going to do in October. Again, with weather like this on screen, it's not exactly ideal for farming.
so with a hello to Beth, who's wearing blue today. Hello.
We are going to hope for the best, go with the flow, and as of this Thursday, start to plough the land, plant the seeds, and just really hope that in like a couple of months' time, I will be able to invite you guys to the first ever 110 pumpkin patch. What could possibly go wrong?
Breakfast with a brew.
Don't mind if I do.
2 hours later,
after being stuck in my basement, I am finally walking away from a computer screen whilst it's 21 degrees outside.
Because it turns out
there are a lot of logistics that go into running a pumpkin patch. Not just growing them, but from like a political back end of legalities and stuff like that. So yeah, just so much going on behind the scenes. I'd love to just be able to go, oh, pumpkin goes in the ground. It grows, we sell it, yay, but no, no bueno.
Now, speaking of farming activities,
Mark the farmer is on his way to collect me to complete the cycle of raising sheep on the land. Because, ladies and gentlemen, I'm sad to say, but it is what it is, and part of the nature of farming, that some of the sheep are big enough to go off to the final resting grounds. I know it's not a nice thing, but it is part and parcel of it. And today is the day that Mark has wrangled some of the lambs for us to take off to the butchers.
How could you? How could you do this to the pretties?
I've got a button.
No, I'm not talking about your AC. I'm talking about getting rid of the lambs.
Hey, girls. Oh, I know this vlog's going to upset some people, but welcome to the world of farming. It's not my decision. They could live on my land for the rest of the time if they wanted to.
But unfortunately, it's time to say goodbye to these 4.
Are you sure you don't just want to put them down in the refuge with the other 6? He's like, no, Tom, I have bills to pay and a family to support, so get in the car and let's go.
And here we are in old school Bramall. Look at these buildings, man.
Hey, I didn't realise we were selling the sheep to some fanciness. Ooh la la.
And just like that, they've been delivered.
Who'd have thought it'd be Greg's who bought them?
And look at that, for convenience.
I had to support the business whilst I was there, but yeah. So, obviously, for legal reasons, before Greg's go sue me, no, we didn't drop them off at Greg's, but
They don't have that much quality.
oh, do they heck? No true Hazelhurst lamb going from there, but yeah, it was really interesting to just learn a bit of the process and behind the scenes and see it and stuff like that. We're going to film there, it's not appropriate to do so, but I did find out an interesting fact that Mark was telling me. They live stream it all. Every bit of
Not
it.
live stream to the public.
Oh, yeah, bloody hell. But for making sure that like the butchers are doing it properly
Yeah,
and you're like...
everything's inspected on live stream.
Yeah, so from like Mark dropping off the animals then, that's like documented, like when they butcher the animals, that's all live streamed just to make sure that everything is being done to like...
And there'll be a vet there tomorrow that checks it out.
Really? Yeah. The behind the scenes of this entire world is just absolutely mad, so... Yeah, definitely glad to learn more about it. And he said one day we'll take you to a butcher's where you'll actually see it. And I was like, don't know how I feel about that. But it's part and parcel. And thanks, Greg's. Appreciate you. Story time. We're in a really fancy area, and this is just a roundabout near there, in it. And Mark was just pointing out to me that they're so rich in this area that they don't hire people to cut the roundabout grass. They hire robots. But when me and Mark passed it earlier, get ready for this, if it's still there. Yeah, look at it there! Should we rescue it? Yeah! It's crashed in a ditch. Oh no, look, it's wheel spinning! Oh! Right, go on. Yeah, I know, right? Look at that. Are you back on track now? Have we saved the day? We can't say we didn't. We can't say. How long has it been there for, wheel spinning? But Bramall Council, that'll be, how much you charging an hour? Yeah, look at that. I was saying, we probably look like we're nicking it. Like we look like the most suspicious people in the world as it crashed into a tree. But we didn't steal it, we just put it back on its right track. So, yeah, Bramall Council, that'll be, what should we say? 50, whoa! Thank you. Should we say 50 quid a piece? We'll be sending you a bill. Look at that, doing the Lord's work. That was so right. I wasn't even going to go and save it. Mark was like, should we? I was like, yeah, go on then. The moment we put it back on track, it went, nah, I'll just get stuck again.
Like a sheep.
Like a freaking sheep. And now we're home, and look at this. It must have been a hard day. Lydia is absolutely out for the count on the sofa. Mark's first time up at the house. Can you see why I wanted to buy that field?
Yeah. It's missing some sheep on it, isn't it?
It's missing sheep. It's missing shenanigans.
I bet you've seen us on there for years and never thought it'd be on your land.
Never,
did you?
never. We'd never find the clip, but how me and Mark at first got speaking, we were actually stood down there when Alfie was like maybe a month old or something like that, and you were bailing it.
Yeah.
We were watching you drop the bales out, and it was just amazing. And I think you do the baby shark one. And stuff.
Yeah, I think we did. Yeah.
It was just so amazing to think now. That's probably nearly 2 years ago.
Yeah, at least, wasn't it? Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely mental. But me and Mark here now cracking a drink because we've got to speak to the pumpkin seed guy, who's 74 years old, but he runs a massive seed business, and he's giving us a load of advice of what we need to do. We thought we were going to be planting 2,000 seeds per acre, and he said no, 5,000.
Yeah.
So there's one thing that we're 100% confident. Yeah, we were wrong on something straight away. Seed guy, and then the guy planting the seeds. Is that right?
Yeah.
Because you've got a machine for doing maize.
We can do the maize and the grass, just can't do the
pumpkins. So we're going to make some phone calls now, and I'll catch you guys after that. A 30-minute phone call later.
I think we've ordered the seed.
Still got to pay for it. But we seem to have found the bloke.
Yeah, he seems to know what
who truly knows what he's doing. Like the guy's providing the seed.
And if it all goes wrong, he's got pumpkins.
Was that just a sales pitch for him to say don't bother growing them?
Yeah, don't bother.
You could buy the seeds, but he literally said...
I've got 150 acres.
He literally said, if everything goes wrong, I've got 150 acres of pumpkins. So that could be our backup plan.
Yeah.
Even though we're going to try and polytunnel some with Joel in there. I don't know if we're going to do 20,000 of them. But we're going to try, quote unquote, to grow 22,000 pumpkins. How many do you reckon we'll actually grow?
2.
I was going to say 2,000.
You keep watering with a watering can.
So, but no, I thought it was a really good call. What a helpful guy.
Oh yeah, very helpful.
But the main question is, and you've got to love this, because we've got this drought that we keep talking about, but the takeaway thing was oh yeah, so do you know how you're going to water them?
No. Not got a clue.
Not a clue. We don't have water to farm. He went, just pull it from a river nearby. We're like, can't do that. He went, a well nearby. We were like, can't do that either.
I don't know.
But where there's a will, there might not be a technical well. There's a will. There's a way. There is a way. So I've been now given the task to work out how to get water to the land, and you've got to try and get 60 tons of shit.
Yeah, that's not going to happen. Yeah.
Great. Morning, Sleeping Beauty. We can tell you were out for the count. We've had a really good, successful phone call.
Cool.
About pumpkins. What's our percentage at now of confidence?
I think it's gone down.
I actually agree. It was a successful phone call, but the drought has thrown.
Yeah, he's pretty much said they're not going to grow.
Oh, because
Whoa!
there's no water.
Do not take that as the takeaway. But yeah, it was if it rained, just even a little bit, we'd be
Better off.
So for once in our lives, we want it to rain.
Yeah.
I actually said that today. For once, we actually want it to rain. I can't believe I'm saying this.
Really?
Ever since we've got the farm, I've always said, son, I just want it to be dry. I've always said dry, best summer ever. It's going to be mint. And ever since it's been dry, that made Eamon rut in on the corner and roll it and then Chris got taken away in an air ambulance, and we can't grow anything. We got this, Mark.
We'll do something.
Exactly. That's the mentality we need. We'll do something. Oh shit! Actually, yeah. Can I try and find the poo? You sort the water. We'll be reach. Yes. Picture on the screen. I have just FaceTimed Tate boy. He is officially out of hospital. Sue's partner's just picked him up and is literally driving him home as we speak. He said he's feeling a bit worse for wear, a bit sore. Getting in and out of the car is the difficult part. But he's A-okay. He's got a bag full of drugs to take home with him and keep him topped up on. But for 5 weeks of recovery, he is on the road to recovery. And I've just been chatting with him about everything and anything. Honestly, he did, rather than talking about himself and being in pain, he was making sure that Eamon, who was also involved in the accident, is okay. And it's just a true testament to what a guy he is. And then I just give him an update of how my day's been, and he's like, "Oh, we can get cracking on with the irrigation system of the water on the top 60, and we'll be able to sort it, and we'll get we'll get it taken care of, like those pumpkins will grow." And I'm just like, what a guy who rolls a vehicle, is in an air ambulance, and then less than 48 hours later is already getting back at it and cracking on. Just an absolute top guy, and I'm just so thankful that he's doing all right. Like he posted his vlog. I'll put a screenshot of his vlog here on screen. He posted his vlog, and like 50,000 of you guys have seen that in like the last 8 hours, which is just insane that so many people have just been like, sending him so much love and support. Like the comment section is just filled with people being like, telling him to get back on his feet. And like, honestly, he's been telling me he's been reading more and replying to more whilst he was in the hospital. And just, again, just shows how lucky we are to have such an incredible audience like you guys. Like, honestly, done this for so long, and I've seen so many communities like come and go on YouTube and all this sort of stuff, and to say I've done it for 16 years and you, my viewers, have like tuned into what I've done, and then spread your wings and watched other people like in the family community of what we do, like whether it's on the 110 or my friends and family or whatever, and just showing them support is just amazing. So from me, I really just want to say thank you for just being there and supporting like my local mates with whatever it is they're like doing, whether it's Wes at the Grapes, whether it's the lads with the YouTube channels or anything like that. It's just, you are the best, and I cannot thank you enough. And as you can hear, a door is opening. That doesn't look like my son. Where is he? Yes. Okay, I stopped laughing then and actually had to check it. Bless you. You sneezed during this video. I had to check he was breathing. I'm not joking, I had a little heart moment then to check he was breathing. He's so gore mode right now. He's so cute in here. Just like his mother. Right, whilst the boy rests, we are going wrestling the sheep to the Buttercup Meadow. I noticed this the other day. I'm a bit confused as to what's going on. I feel like the door frame might have dropped a little bit or something, because look, it's not engaging. I feel like I'm just breaking it. What am I doing wrong? Maybe I'm just not strong enough. Not a clue. And I think I'm just a bit overly paranoid with everything that happened. I'll keep my eye on it. On the land again. Driving down on the land again. Whilst being followed by Farmer Mark. It is dry and dusty. I'm not being an idiot, am I?
No, me and Jack struggled. It does shut, doesn't it? But it's not.
Well, now it's one of them, innit, when you point it out. Yeah, I think it might have just dropped a little bit somehow. I feel like I might just be a bit, nitpicky, but yeah. I think I might just need to make a few phone calls and tighten a few bolts. No big deal. I just don't want to do any more damage to it, like bending it in or something. That one, smooth as butter. Hang on a second. What are you pulling out here? The quad. We don't need that anymore.
Why?
We have Le Polaris.
Can the Le Polaris have wire on the back of it?
Probably.
Well, let's try it then.
But does it?
Can you get past your skip with the blowers?
Yeah, touche. So, today's the day that we're moving the sheep, and what did I forget? Move the skip, because I've not filled it yet. Yeah, all that still needs to go in that. Luckily, I think we can fit sheep through it, no problem. But I might have to move this in the fridge to get the quad through. Thoughts and opinions?
I don't think he's going to fit.
You calling your dad fat? Oh. Come on, do it! Do it!
Babes, I'm looking.
I think it's the post that might get stuck. Who put this here?
I know, a stupid place
What a stupid place to put it. Like, why is it not filled already? Oh dear. What's that? What would be dead easy? Mate, look, do you want me to move the boulder from you? Give me 1 sec. Go on the boy. Oh bloody! I thought you were taking them off. Stumps are falling off. I swear I try not to make your life hell on purpose. This is the 110 way, okay? Why didn't you go that way? No! I fit the Polaris through there. You can fit that through. I promise you. Why did we not go that way?
Not come this way.
Oh, shut up! I swear, never a dull day. Never a dull day. Oh, watch the Challenger Site Services toilet, all right? I swear he's gonna kill me. Listen, if I can get through that in a Polaris, which I did, you can get through in that.
What, you've already been through the block?
Yeah, I've been.
You didn't think it's telling us it?
You wanted to go that way. Look at that! Oh my God! Bloody plenty of room! Even though he still crashed into the roots. Twice.
There's no way on the front of the quad.
You want to know something funny? You went, yeah, we'll fence it up to there, and because you've got it gated off there, it'll be easy. And I went, gated off where? And you went, there. I went, you mean the fence that I've removed? Will they eat these?
No, they won't eat them.
They won't?
No, I don't think so.
So you're telling me it's just going to be a field of just swamp grass and buttercups? Oh, right, yeah. They'll be trampled. Tell you something though, this place is living up to the name, the Buttercup Meadow. Look at it. Very glorious. Look at the tracks he's leaving behind. It's so thick. We're going to leave up there nice and long, even though we probably should cut it back, but we're going to leave up there long, so if we do get a ride on lawnmower, or we get a turf attachment for the Massey, we can actually cut the path from, like, say, there up to the bungalow. And then it'll be dead pretty. This will all be trimmed down, even though it's quite nice long, but the kids can't walk through it and we can hardly walk through it. Look at the length of it. It's absolutely crazy. Very pretty, just too long. The neighbours are gonna love it. Sheep in the fields again. 19 hours later.
Oh, yeah. So, that was quick.
The boy returned to the stumper.
Quicker than you would have been.
Right, fence post anchored in. We can run along with the electric fence to hope and attempt keep the sheep in that side. A place to graze, man. It's just bloody lovely. And away he goes. Definitely need to get this attachment sorted for my Polaris. Oh, the Polaris one's not that good?
Well, it's the same as that, but when I'm rolling in and things on that, I can do it all myself, where your Polaris is right at the back of you.
Oh, yeah.
So it's too far away.
Yeah, I've seen how quick you are at collecting it and stuff, yeah. We've run out of post and I was about to go and get some and he just went, nah, let him bring them. Beautiful. The world's straightest fence.
It's lovely.
It's worse than mine that I did at the top of the 60. I'll let him off. Ah, come on, we can point fingers all day. Let's get it done. Love these guys, honestly. What a journey this has been. I never thought we'd be doing. I really did not think, at least within the first year of this land, we'd be like farming it like we are, but the fact that we are doing is just bliss, man. Absolute bliss. I'm regretting what I just said in my last clip. You sending me on an errand? Yeah. Sweet. Touche. Yeah, if we go up to the top 60 now, we're going to pick out, what are we getting? A hurdle.
A hurdle, yeah.
We're getting a hurdle, which is basically a gate.
It's not good when he doesn't know what we're getting.
No, I do. I was just making sure I was saying the right thing. But we're going to get the hurdle now so we can get, so we can walk into there and feed the sheep, because everyone was loving doing that when we had them on the top field. But we're going to go over there now, get the hurdle, put it onto there, people can feed it, and we're going to check out how the spraying job of killing off the grass ready for the pumpkin patch is going. We're hoping for a lot of dead grass. Do you know what's so good about having you in here?
What?
You have to open all the fences. All the gates. Yes. I'd have to get out. Yeah. In a nutshell, I'm learning what Mark gets to get Jack to do is what I'm going to get Alfie to do. Hey! Hey! But he's a jolly good fellow, but he's a jolly good fellow. Do you know what? I don't think this... I think this is the field that's been sprayed off. I don't think it looks... Wait, I don't think this field got sprayed off. Did they spray off this field? I don't think it was this one. I think we're topping this tomorrow. Did they?
I think they did, yeah. I filmed it for you, didn't I? And I filmed it that game.
I kind of remember. Now I know for a fact this is the field that got sprayed off. And if you were to ask me, does it look dead? Oh yeah, you can see the colour difference, look, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So this is where it's not been sprayed and that's where it is, yeah, it's going. Then nice. On Thursday, we're ploughing it.
Oh yes.
It's happening. Are you noticing what I'm noticing?
What, the green grass or the tyre tracks all the way through your fields?
Green grass, and then a dead strip where we can only assume my dad has driven through in his quad bike, and he's driven through like the spray and then taken it through the fields and killed an entire track run up to his lookout. Ken! Well, there once was a hurdle there, but Jack's already removed it. I like it, my friend. Look at that. In the back and ready to rack. I would say teamwork makes the dream work there, but you did all of it, so.
Yeah.
Cheers.
At least you enjoyed your piss.
Thanks, Jack. That is what I was doing whilst he was removing the fence. I don't know what I've caught in my hand here, but I've never seen this before in my life. You ready? What is that? Bro, have you seen anything like that before?
Never.
It's a green spider. Oh, okay, it's a green spider.
Oh,
what?
He's got a leaf on his back or something.
That's wild. I've never seen that before, ever.
This is how Tom becomes Spider-Man.
Literally, this is my origin story. Hey, we owe an apology to Ken. I sent him a voice note going, what's this about? Track lines of a quad bike?
I think it's sheep.
Well, it might be sheep because he just said he's not been on his quad bike up here since we sprayed it. So, Papa Ken, I publicly apologise. Look at this. Whilst we've been gone, your dad's done the entire line down this side by himself. Kate, is it normal for your kid to be walking around? What have you got in your hand?
An axe from Bendy
With
and
an
the
axe?
machine.
No, it's definitely a Fomax. We'll clarify that, but just casual.
Yeah. You don't question it. When you've got 4 kids,
Hey man, I have lots of questions.
when you've got 4 kids, you don't question it. You just try
Well,
to
they went for a third kid. They were like, yeah, let's go for a third. And they ended up with twins.
We just wanted to...
We're somehow now babysitting.
Yeah.
Not that you're babies, you know. You're a grown-ass man. And your mum's fixing the fence because she did a bad job.
Whoa.
She's lit.
You two are useless, so I'm...
Alright, why have I been caught into line of fire? What's this about? A few minutes later, I'm enjoying the sunset, managed to get my vlog live on time, and can I just showcase this? The Hazelhurst family, like Mark family, in their entirety, getting the fence gate in. How mint is that? All I can hope is that in the future, me and my Cassell clan are doing the exact same. Love it. Well, this is a plot twist, isn't it, Jack? Who's in the quad bike line tracks? It was that quad. Who did it? Your brother did it.
It was down.
Ken Cassell. I already apologised. So, we called my dad out saying it was him. He was the only person we knew with a quad bike. Ken was so sorry. Yeah. There's a death strip, quad bike thick, going up, and I can only think the only person with a quad bike who's been on there is my dad, and it was your brother. Sorry, Dad.
He is useless.
Her words, not mine. This is why you've had so many kids. You know you lucked out having twins. Look at this. We're now putting the kids everywhere to get the sheep to go into there. Wow, it's a full family activity. You got the twins up there blocking them that way. The wife stood at the gatehouse. Eesh. You shall not. Like Gandalf. It was a compliment. Gandalf's all great and powerful, all right? Wait, so am I chasing him with the...
Well, you can shake the corner if you want. Well, and then they'll chase you. Then you got to run for your life.
Yeah, I will take the corn. I like that job. And there's another child standing in the gap. Don't let him pass, lad. Hate to say it, mate, but you're going to need a few more.
Where's Alfie?
He's growing, man. Give him time. Oh my gosh, there's a bit more than 4 out this time, mate. How many's out now? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Less than half.
Here's the plan. Rather than reconnecting the battery, we're disconnecting the battery. There's actually 2 because we had to electrocute all of them. As soon as I get the... Mark, there's a bit more than bloody 5 that got out. There's an entire bloody army. No, just stay there. You don't need to jump across for once. I was waiting for the signal to shake the bucket, but I've been giving it. Come on. Go. Oh, here we go. Look at that. You know when they say don't be a sheep? This is being a sheep. One follows the other and the rest shall run. Oh my days. Quick, Matt. Oh my God. Matt, quick. I swear, we were meant to cross paths, man. Should I go yet?
Yeah, just go steady until you hold them on the bridge.
Yeah, hold them on the bridge, he says. Here we go again. Look, that is literally one of them nearly knocking me to the ground. Mark, they seem to be getting ahead of me. This way, this way, this way, this way. Yes. This, look, Nomad's jumping up at me. This is like the craziest thing. He said take him slowly, which is what I'm trying to do, but like they're quite literally knocking me down to the ground. You need to bugger off, you. All right, I'm telling you next. Oh, it's when they're getting ahead of me. Hey, oh my gosh, this is crazy. Oh, crackhead, leave me alone. He's jumping! We got this! Keep going! Keep going! Kate, we got this! Bloody hell! Oh, they've gone the wrong way. It's fine, it all leads to the hill. No, they're down there. I am shattered. Seriously. Yes! 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 Oh my God, it's worked! I don't believe it. Oh my God, I'm knackered. Oh my gosh, what a task. Yes, alive. Come on. Oh my gosh, they're in. Your dad shouted at me saying you're supposed to stay in front. I was like, I'm trying. Oh, look how happy they are. The grass is greener on the other side. Hey, Jack, imagine if we, like 5 minutes ago, we had ducks in here. And now we have sheep. I gotta admit, that was definitely not the best performance. Mate, the one crackhead sheep was like kicking my leg out every 5 seconds. Yeah, it kept knocking me down. And then when it knocked me down, they all just ran in front of me.
So this is what I did.
He has an axe in his hand. That's what he did. Oh yeah. Mate, 10 out of 10. Sheep wrangling skills. Jack, batteries time, come on. I'm actually knackered. Get to the gym. What a workout. Go, Jack, go, 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 go. We need that battery in that back. Yesterday. Go, 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 go. Number 1, in the back. Let's hope it doesn't fall over. Number 2, go, 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 go. We'll put a beep over that, but I gotta admit, I almost said...
Shit! Wow, we the bastard!
I almost said I'd laugh if he got shot. I saw the wires still connected.
I didn't...
You idiot, Sam. Your dad's gonna judge you so bad off this, man. Did we learn a valuable lesson today?
Fences are pricks. It wasn't connected.
Right.
I undid it.
Jack, I would say we won't tell your dad about this, but he's probably going to see it on the internet. Yeah, so I'm going to let you carry this one that you got zapped by, and I'll carry that one. Yeah, okay, cool. Very successful day.
Good day.
Appreciate you taking me along for the journey. Jack, thank you. We won't talk about what's happening there. But look at this. The sheep are in. Are they going to stay in? No, because why not, Mark?
Sheep are dicks.
True. Why not, Mark? A bit? Yeah. James, go and grab that fence. Oh, no, you like getting electric shocked.
James, you got your trainers on today?
Yeah, take your trainers off.
No,
Yeah! Goodbye, Hazelhurst! See you later! Jack, as always, thank you very much for your help. And Mark, that is the sheep cake taken care of and the pumpkin stress in its utmost entirety. Which is, for some reason, my responsibility that I took on.
And fertiliser.
I thought, you were you're securing the poo.
No, we said we can't get poo this year.
We'll find fertiliser. And we'll sort the water. Chris Tates said he's going to help.
Yeah.
He's only literally got out of hospital an hour ago and he said he's going to help us sort the water system.
There's something to do, isn't it, where you can't move about too much.
Exactly. There you go. Right, Hazelhurst. Always a pleasure. And this, ladies and gentlemen, is why I choose to live in England. But it's time to go, 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 go. Because it's dinner time. Yes. Hey, Boost. You okay? What a good day you've had today. Has he been to Big Boy Nursery? No. No, he's not. Oh my goodness, this looks amazing. We've got scallops, we've got salmon, we've got prawns, and we've got patatas with mussels. Hiya, mate, you okay? What a dude. And what a meal. Yet again, Alfie's still got his, Lydia's still nomming away, and I've devoured it. She's done homemade butter, mussels, we had salmon, scallops. I've kind of left the boiled potatoes, not for any bad reason, but I'm kind of filled up on like the main course ingredients.
My
Like,
Alfie's favourite, the boiled potatoes.
then he can have mine. I'll steal his prawns if he doesn't touch them. But this homemade butter she's done, wow. Dipped in the garlic sauce. I think it's garlic sauce, isn't it? I think so.
White wine and parsley.
Garlic sauce. Me and my taste buds. But that bread with the homemade butter dipped in that. This is the point. I said it in yesterday's vlog. I'm saying it again. This right now. This is the point. Look at you. What a woman.
I do like eating here. Forget, because we like
Streamy.
land, but
Oh, nothing beats this. That is like... Psh. Well, actually...
move there.
No. Whoa. Pause that. When I was just sat on the bench, trying to make a vlog go live, if we were sat there eating in that field, not the field where we've been having the barbecues recently and stuff like that, when we had the bonfire,
Yeah.
in the Buttercup Meadow, which
Yeah.
is now going to be eaten off by sheep. Sorry about that, but it needs
The
doing.
no buttercup meadow.
The Buttercupless Meadow,
Yeah.
that is a field with a view, and that's where you get that sort of sunset till now, right now.
So that's why we need to have dinner.
Yes. Oh my gosh, that child is doing parkour in there.
Here he comes, here he comes, here he comes.
Booski. In Alfred's mind, safety is not included. And now we've been rejoined by the Booski who looks like a 50-year-old man just loving life. That is the point. That right there.
Is that the point?
That was the point. Love it.
Okay.
And just like that, the sun has officially hit the horizon and is down for the night. I'm a bit devastated that we've got 10 days of sun, and I'm kind of like gutted about it because I know we need rain. Because if we weren't doing the farming activities, I'd be like, bring it on, bring it on, bring it on, bring it on. The fact that we're going to have 10 more days of this kind of night, the fact that it's nearly 9 p.m. Literally, when I said the sun was setting tonight at 8:57 on the dot, it is actually 8:57 on the dot right now, and it is set. It makes me feel sad to be like, oh, we should rain, but I tell you what, if it was for the case that the pumpkin patch doesn't actually happen, it's days like this that you can wish for. And in a weird way of life right now, with everything that's going on in the world, things just seem to be working out for the right reason and the right way. And if it can continue to happen like that, roll on the next 10 days of sunshine, with the power of a Chris Tate who's out of hospital and already ready to lend a hand, which I cannot wrap my head around, the 110 pumpkin patch should still go ahead. And you know what? I'm just in disbelief. The vlog's gone live of like the situation that happened over the weekend, and it's just mad because there's so many people who want to backseat live my life or other people's lives and stuff like that. And the one thing people don't realise, like with this channel and this content that I put out, is that I film my life, I share my life, I share the ups, the downs, and all that sort of stuff. And it's a visualization into it, and I try and keep you guys involved as much as possible. But it's not an open thing to be like, this is your way to tell us what to do or how to do it. And I know it sounds quite firm with that, but I've done content for like 16 years, and you'll always have people who think they know best and all this sort of stuff. And in most of the time, wearing a seatbelt, something like that in regards to safety, they're right. But yeah, it's been so nice to see that, even though there's been the backseat, I told you so's, the da-da-da-da-da's, whatever they are, do you know what I mean? There's the actual people who have got a realistic brain on themselves going like, people will make their own choices in life, and whether they're the right choices or the wrong choices, the choices are made, the consequences happen from them, and these are the actions and results from them. And I just appreciate so much that there's like a 99.9% of audience who follow along with me, like through the good times and the bad and everything, like whatever happens, and they know that it's part of life, and this is this sort of like window that I give you guys of like, this is my life, this is how it unfolds, and this is how I share it with you. And I just appreciate that people have that sort of positive outlook to know that people will learn and take on board and grow from things and understand things and better themselves for the future. You know, comparatively to, you know, there's a lot of new recent people who've subscribed who are just like, me. And I'm just like, oh, it's so nice to see like the backseatness happen, because then we it sounds awful, but we weed away the negativity, do you know what I mean? We bring positive vibes to the table. Chris and Eamon could have died yesterday or 2 days ago, like they actually could have done. It's just a fact. And the fact that they didn't is the positivity to take away from it. And then we can like raise awareness as to like, yeah, this is why you should wear seatbelts when you're rallying around. Why do you think you don't see me sending it in the Cromwell? Like it wasn't safe in the state to do so, but it's their choice as grown adults to do so. Do you know what I mean? And now we're like in a situation where it's like their eyes are open to go like, holy shit, you know, like yeah, they've got to be safer and more secure, which is perfect. But then again, it like opens the positive side of it of like the fact that there's places like the air ambulance team out there, like Northwest Ambulance Service, actually providing such an incredible service, like not just to help our friends and our family, but like other people who could be in any sort of situation. It's just like, if we can raise awareness for the fact that this is an entity that isn't funded by the government, which if I could use my platform to do anything, it would be to get that funded by the government, so they've got backing through and through. That just seems so commonsensical, but it is what it is. But if we can like do a huge charity fundraiser one day, kind of want to throw that out there with you guys, I think that would be amazing, because you know, I just feel so blessed that they were there so quick and so able to help us, you know what I mean? So yeah, just, I know it sounds odd, just wanted again to say a massive thank you. It's just the audience that I feel like I've amassed, and if you ever watch one of my vlogs, I've always said I just want to, you know, like congregate a mass similar-minded amount of people who have like a positive outlook on life, rather than I told you so and negativity and or bitchiness or whatever. I just want to bring people together who've got the positive vibes to be like, the glass is half full, not half empty. Do you know what I mean? I don't care for the negativity. You know, you wouldn't walk into a pub up to a random table and go, some people do, but you just wouldn't do it. Do you know what I mean? So the fact that people feel like a comment online or something like on a post or something like that gives them that entitlement to do so is a bit weird. I just love sharing my lives with you guys, and I just appreciate that we can continue to build such a positive audience together, and I really appreciate you. Like, honestly, thank you so much. Like, tonight doubled down and tripled down how lucky I am to have such an incredible audience. Like, I appreciate you, and I will continue to say this. Thank you for wasting your time watching my time. I genuinely do love you guys. Appreciate it. Anywho, we are cleaned up after dinner, and I have to say, if there was ever a selling point when it comes to selling this house, it's this bloody view. Oh my gosh. I've always had this fear recently of when the time comes for us to move down to land and selling this house, that I'd be worried that it wouldn't sell. Like, it's just something that's like caught up in my mind, because I want to like progress with the land moving forward. But a house just sold down the road recently, and it actually sold off the market really quick, and I was like, bloody hell, that is such a good sign for the road. And the fact that it sold so well raises the price of the land, you know, not the land, I'm talking land, the houses on the road and everything, because it just like, you know, a rising tide lifts all ships. I don't know if that's the proper saying, but the fact is that the road is doing so much better and better and better. The thing is, that house down there sold, and it's a lovely house, amazing house, but it didn't sell with a view like that. Honestly, right now, that house down there would just be like staring at that. You know, you get light in there, but you don't get a view. Whereas up here at this house, you get that. That's the selling point around there. Barbecue, boosh. I get so many people saying like, Tom, do you really have to sell it? Like, it's the house that your dad built. Like, keep it forever. And I'm like, I said, dude, there's no fountain of money we can just pull from forever. Do you know what I mean? Like, we have to sell this house to build our new one. And I will be so gutted when that day comes. I really will. I will really, really will do. My dad actually said something to me. I think I mentioned it in the vlog, but my dad said something along the lines of like, Tom, you should keep this house and live here, and then build just a small house down on the land, and then that way you can continue to live here, like raise your family here, and then you go down to the 110 as like, you know, your playground, and that's where you play and that's where you have your fun, and then you just come back here. It's almost like a bit of a holiday home away from home. But the thing is, every day when I wake up here, as much as I love it, like this is an incredible experience right now, I want to be waking up down there. Do you know what I mean? Like, just putting the sheep out on that field today was just that. Even that was a minute experience. That's where I want to wake up. That's where I want to go to bed. And it's just hard to sort of like share that. And when you're away from it, it's easy to be comforted. Like, oh, this is home. But when you're down there, man, it's just like, that's home. That is where the future's at. Do you know what I mean? Again, I keep saying, if there was some sort of weird way of life, just putting it out to the universe, that for somehow, method or way, that they don't end up building houses on that field, and we could connect our house via that field to the top 60, because it's literally that run of grass there is the only thing stopping us from getting to the top 60. Like, we can get to the top 60 the other ways, but if we could just take that fence out and get straight across, the land would all be connected, and it would just be like this. It would just like this weird synergy of all of it coming into one. It'd be mental. But as we know, the building houses on there, and it would take some sort of weird miracle for for any of that to change. But hey, yeah, it's been a. Are you ready for this? And it sounds mad. It's almost been an 11-year journey of me being in this house. We built it 13, nearly 14 years ago, but we've been living in it for 11. How crazy is that? You guys have followed me along for that long, that I've been in a place living somewhere for 11 years. So I think it's time to close the chapter on this house and move on to the next one, which is going to be very stressful, but very awesome. Now, folks, it is indeed the next day. And oh my gosh, there is actually not a cloud in the sky, which most of the time I'd usually say is a great thing, but you know, the whole trying to grow pumpkins and yeah, we need water, therefore we need clouds. But no, 10 days of pure sun. So this week consists of us trying to come up with the most creative ways to get water onto the top 60 land to try and get these pumpkins in. I wish I would have recorded the conversation speaking to the guy, the pumpkin seed guy. He literally replied to our email, and on the sign off on the email, I'll put a picture on screen. I'm pretty sure he like comments something like the pumpkin man on his sign off. Like, that's how you know you're speaking to the right person, if he signs off saying the pumpkin man. So hopefully we're in the right hands there. And with the collection of like me and all the lads and Mark the farmer and everyone on board, we'll get it going. We will indeed get it going. And as I leave you guys right now, I've got some good news to tell you, and I cannot believe I'm saying this, but I've spoken to Chris Tate this morning. As you know, he got discharged from hospital yesterday, which is a great success. But when I rang him today to see how he was doing, I was like, "You all right, mate?" He's like, yeah. And I heard a bit of like grunting, and I was like, "Oh no, what's going on? Like, you in pain?" He's like, "Nah, mate, I'm just at work." I was like, "What? How is he just at work?" But he just said, like, "Mate, just got to keep cracking on, got to get with it, and got to get shit done." And you know what? What a mentality that is. You can be in such a crazy accident and then just get up and get shit done. And I absolutely love the boy. But here comes the end of another vlog, ladies and gentlemen. So if you have enjoyed it, make sure you leave a like rating, click that subscribe button, ding on that bell. And I'll see you guys tomorrow at 7 p.m. for the next iteration of whatever the hell happens in my life. Much love and serious.